Hey, what's going on, everybody? It's YunKs. Today, I'll be showing you guys the Dealbreaker. This is a hack A auto rifle. You can purchase this from the Crucible Quartermaster. This will cost you 150 legendary marks, and you do have to be at least rank 3 in the Crucible. Anyway, I do have a different Dealbreaker, so I will be quickly going over what perks I have on this thing. So for my sights, I run the SC Hollow and the SD Thermal in the gameplay. I switch it up. Crowd control kills with this weapon grant bonus damage for a short time. Counterbalance, this weapon has increased stability. High caliber rounds. Hand loaded, this weapon is effective at an extended range. And brace frame, increased stability, reduced mag. So the mag size will go from 26 to 20 with brace frame on. The stability is very nice, but the mag size I think is already too low as is at 26, and 20 is just way too low. And this eliminates some potential from crowd control, because after I get one kill, I wouldn't have many bullets left to mess around with only 20 shots in the mag. So I stick with high caliber rounds to stagger my opponents. Anyway, before we get into it, I do want to mention this is a low rate of fire, high impact auto rifle, very similar to the Grim Citizen and Shadow Price. Anyway, let's take a look at the aesthetics. Alright, I love the colors. Anyway, let's just get right into the gameplay. So, the Dealbreaker versus the Ultra Knife for the DPS test. It took me 67 shots to put him down, having to reload twice, each reload clocking in at about 2.5 seconds long, each headshot dealing 491 damage, and it took me about 14.2 seconds to kill him. Pretty slow for a primary. Anyway, we're moving right along in a PvP, and the Dealbreaker will deal 26 damage to the head and 21 damage to the body. But of course, this does depend on what range you're at. If you're too far away, you will not get these numbers. This is an auto rifle, and it is not meant for long range combat. I would say the damage drop off is somewhat at a medium-ish range. So it'll take 8 shots to put somebody down if all your shots are headshots, or it'll take 10 shots to put somebody down if all your shots are body shots. And I do have crowd control on my Dealbreaker, so of course I'm going to go over the numbers really quickly. So when you get a kill, crowd control will activate, and it only lasts for 3 seconds long, but if you do happen to shoot an enemy while in these 3 seconds at the right range, you will deal 29 damage to the head and 24 damage to the body, and this will reduce your shots from 8 to potentially 7 to put somebody down if all your shots are headshots, and this will reduce your shots from 10 to 9 to put somebody down if all your shots are body shots. Of course, this is while crowd control is active. What is the time to kill with the Dealbreaker? Well, let's say you land all 8 of your headshots. It'll take just about 1 second. So not too bad, but also not the best. You can get outgunned by many other primaries. And let's say you get the crowd control 7 headshot kill. It'll take 0.8 seconds to put somebody down, which is very nice. So crowd control can certainly melt enemies. Now, how did I feel using the Dealbreaker? I did take this into the Iron Banner, and by the way, that is why the numbers are different than what I mentioned, of course, because all the different light levels. So I took it in the Iron Banner, and I actually performed very well, and I had a ton of fun with this thing. Now, the DPS may not be the best, and many other auto rifles with higher rates of fire can outgun this one, but it still can certainly get the job done, that is for sure. You may find yourself reloading a lot with this weapon because of its lower mag size, and it doesn't have the highest rate of fire, but it'll still run out of bullets very quickly, I promise you that. So of course you're always going to have to be aware of how many shots you have left in the mag. And of course, if you have crowd control on your Dealbreaker, make sure you have a fresh mag ready to go before you engage in your next encounter. Anyway, leave in the comments and let me know, guys, do you have the Dealbreaker? And if you do, what perks are on yours? And what do you think of it? Let me know. Overall, the Dealbreaker may not be the best or the most used primary weapon in the game, but it still doesn't mean you can't have some fun with it and get some kills in the Crucible with it. And because of its ability to get outgunned, landing the first shot on your opponent is very important, and you will pretty much want to outplay your enemies while using this thing if you want to get the most out of it. Anyway, that's pretty much going to wrap this one up. Thank you guys so much for watching. Please leave a like on the video if you enjoyed the video, and go ahead and leave a sub if you haven't already if you want to see more weapon reviews similar to this one. I'm always covering weapons here in Destiny. Anyway, guys, I'll see you next time.